I probably also have pictures of the other two brothers when they were babies, but the pictures were not labeled, so I don't know who was who. Inman was born the 4th of October, 1894 in Leesville and died the 4th of October, 1918 on his 24th birthday. Inman happened to carve his initials on the Granny White House in 1911, on May the 10th, 1911. And if anyone's at Spring Mill, they can still see these initials there. This was just actually taken a month or so ago. But they're on the north part of the building, to the left side of the door, up about arms, about as high as he could reach at that time. This is a copy of his draft registration card. He also was a farmer. However, he was short and of medium weight. He was also dark-haired. The other two were light-haired. This is a picture of him in his uniform. He was the first of the three brothers to be called to duty. He joined on the 22nd of September 1917 in Bedford and was sent to Camp Taylor, Kentucky, and then to Camp Shelby, Mississippi. He was sent overseas on the 6th of June 1918 as part of Headquarters Company's 26th Infantry, 1st Division. He was killed instantly when hit by shell fragments during the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He was the last of the brothers to be laid to rest, since it took 2 years for his remains to be returned to Lawrence County. He had actually requested, or the family had requested, a furlough, but he never got the papers. Had he gotten the furlough, he might not have had to go overseas. It mentions, "We are today sending your papers for your furlough to the adjutant, and if they should fail to let you know about them, the local board here said for you to notify your officers, as the papers might get misplaced." Needless to say, the papers got misplaced. This is a card that he sent to my grandmother at Christmas on December 19th, 1917. Well, he was at Hattiesburg, Mississippi at that time. This is a picture of his monument where he was buried in France. And for the third time, the community at large turned out to do honor to the memory of a Gillen boy who had made the supreme sacrifice on the field of honor. For apparently all roads led to Leesville on the beautiful October Sabbath to attend the last sad rites sacred to the memory of Inman Gillen, whose remains had lain in state since Friday evening in the D.P. Gillen home after their arrival from overseas. The casket draped with the national colors for which he had fought and fallen was placed beneath the three handsome oval framed pictures of the three Gillen boys, all taken in the full bloom of their early manhood. And surrounding his casket were fragrant floral pieces from the Gillen Post, American Legion, the American Legion Auxiliary, the War Mothers, and the family. An altar had been erected in the grove in the rear of the schoolhouse, which would have been right back here. And at the appointed hour, the procession formed with the War Mothers leading closely, followed by a detachment of the American Legion members in uniform, and under command of John McVeigh. Post Commander Ward McCormick, Chaplain Charles Johnson, and the Reverend O.A. Cook preceded the caisson drawn by mules upon which was conveyed the remains of Inman Gillen. The relatives and automobiles followed, and the altar was then surrounded by the large mass of people who had driven there from all parts of the country, or all parts of the county, to attend the service.